Fire, 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 fire.
Alright, chat, let's watch this. Miss Pipkin Pippa released a video. I wonder what it's about. Twitch fires guy who banned VTubers. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Hello, I'm here to give my opinion on something that doesn't actually matter. Ex-Twitch exec slams Amazon for cutting 14,000 jobs in AI shift. Robots don't give a fuck. Twitch is facing another brutal round of layoffs as parent company Amazon slashes tens of thousands of corporate jobs amid a major pivot to artificial intelligence. Amazon confirmed plans to cut 14,000 corporate jobs
That's a lot of jobs.
About 4% of its white-collar workforce as part of a sweeping cost-cutting and restructuring effort. According to...
Maybe if you did your job well, you wouldn't lose it. That's all I'm saying. I think there's a lot of people that don't do their fucking jobs at Twitch.
Reuters, the number could climb up to 30,000 as layoffs began
Wow.
on October 28th.
Right before Halloween, too.
So that's 2 days ago as of me recording this. The move is part of Amazon CEO Andy Jassy's strategy to trim bureaucracy and lean heavily into AI and automation. Jassy previously said artificial intelligence will play a central role in automating routine work, making some roles obsolete. These latest moves signal that Amazon is likely realizing enough AI-driven productivity gains within corporate teams to support a substantial reduction in force. Sky Canavs,
Canada?
marketer analyst told Techloy. Twitch hit with massive layoffs. Okay, so here's the interesting part about the Twitch layoffs. One of the people that got fired was this guy, a man named Tarfu. He says, I was laid off at Twitch today. I was at Twitch for 11 years. I started off working in trust and safety, then moved to customer experience. I was the person who built the entire fraud program at Twitch.
I sure do remember seeing a lot of VTubers getting permabanned off of Twitch for credit card fraud. I do remember seeing that a lot on streamer bans. I think Mother V3 was banned. There was a couple other people. I can't name them right now.
You'll understand why I'm emphasizing that in a second. One of the reasons I never told people what I did for work. I was the one keeping bad actors off Twitch who steal and abuse revenue on the platform. I guess I did my job too well since they let me go.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah, for sure. You think companies are that retarded if you do your job well and you make them more money?
But do I have some great stories of being there over a decade? Horrible timing since my motorcycle accident was a month ago. I'm getting married in less than a month. This has definitely been a bad year. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you were in a motorcycle accident. I would never wish that upon anybody except for, well, some people. But what you did, you're like, okay, well, I don't like you, but you don't deserve that. Probably, anyways. Well, I don't know.
That's my Oshi right there.
The jury's out
She's
on that.
smiling.
But anyways, do you remember how starting like a few years ago, VTubers started getting banned for fraud? One example of this actually was Mother V3, banned for engaging in quote unquote fraudulent activity. She's a pretty sizable streamer. 314.
Yeah, we've rated her
viewers,
a couple of times.
421 peak. All right, so hard to imagine really engaging in fraud proper. You know, I mean, it's not to say that bigger streamers don't engage in fraudulent activity, but let's read about this a little bit. Let's read about this. Hold on. Oops, I accidentally popped out the tab. Okay, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about that. Let's move this back over here.
It's okay. We love you.
Twitch has indefinitely banned English-speaking VTuber Mother V3, marking the first ban of her career. The news was first shared on by the verified ban tracker account, Streamer Bans.
Yep, I saw that.
On December 20th, 2024, the VTuber later took to her X account to reveal the reason behind the suspension. The streamer shared a screenshot of the message sent by Twitch, which mentioned fraud as the reason behind the suspension. The message added, based on a review of your activity or content, we have issued a global suspension of your account.
Why?
Due to the severe nature of this violation, or the fact that you have incurred multiple violations, your access to services are indefinitely restricted. So Mother V3 tweets, they said that the violation occurred in purchases, putting in an appeal right now. You know what's funny? Is this probably refers to people buying subscriptions. You know what's also funny? Is, so FaZe Connect, the company that I work for, okay, we're an established company, right? So this is not abnormal. We had some of our talents verified, like by Twitch, and had their revenue enabled early on. And even though the accounts were verified by Twitch, the members of FaZe Connect immediately had their accounts banned.
Interesting. Huh. So they tried to get FaZe Connect. I wonder why. I don't know, my little conspiracy hat has got to come on. This is kind of weird. Huh, my theory about VTubers getting targeted is kind of like ringing true. Is that why half the talents don't stream on Twitch? It could very well be. I was aware that they had a preference for YouTube because YouTube at least doesn't, like, you know, permanently ban you for being a VTuber. Explain, I'm too dumb. This guy that made the entire fraud program at Twitch got fired recently. FaZe Connect is a company that Pippa works for, and for whatever reason, VTubers were targeted several times, not just FaZe Connect VTubers, but Mother V3 and a couple of other people, smaller VTubers. Like, I can't name them. I just remember seeing it a couple of times throughout the last year or so, where they'd ban them permanently and say that they were frauding with no proof whatsoever. And if you argue with them and say, like, I didn't do anything wrong, they get mad at you and are like, no, you're just doubling down. Ruka and several other kids got the before they even started streaming. They're clearly on the past month or so finally got reinstated. Yes, and it's like, why? Why are you targeting them specifically? And it makes you think, like, with how they treated Pippa at Offkai, it makes me think that there's an insider, again, all speculation. They have insider dislike, like, resentment, dislike towards VTubers in FaZe Connect or other people. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Right after. You know why? Probably because people were buying subscriptions to these accounts that had not yet streamed, that had been verified by Twitch.
Verified means, by the way, you have to give your, like, real name, your social security, so that you can, like, quote unquote be contracted under Twitch.
They've been banned for fraudulent activity. And we see this happening to other VTuber agencies as well, such as Sock's VTuber agency, their VTuber.
Yeah, I heard about this with Socks.
Malfina.
With Flock.
Also getting banned for fraud before she...
Oh, you know, another VTuber agency had that happen too. Oh, what was their name, chat? The one with all the mythological VTubers? I forget what it's called. I apologize. My memories for names isn't that great. Yeah, Mythos. Mythos had a couple of their talents getting banned right before their debut. Yeah, I remember the guy VTuber. That one was I forget what god he was supposed to be role playing, but yeah.
Even got the debut. Huh. Because I have more.
Yeah, Aphrodite, that was it.
Getting banned. Aphrodite is part of Mythos, another VTuber agency. So what, Pippa? Why are you getting so out of sorts about this? Why are you reacting so harshly? So what, this guy made a faulty system. Maybe he's like a little bit apologetic or something, that all these innocent people got banned for fraud. All these people potentially losing out on their livelihood. Okay, I had to cut that because I started schizo rambling for too long.
I want more schizo rambling!
But anyways, okay, the point is, look at this guy, Good riddance, I was banned wrongfully in 2022 for fraud because I turned the ad slider to max settings. It was never investigated, and it caused my main partner channel to be banned for evasion. 3 years have gone by and never investigated. Time
to put the
fries in the bag. Hey, look at this. Look at this.
Dude, what a stupid bitch. And this is, he's saying, oh, you're wrong. That never happened. What a douchebag.
I'll take things that didn't happen for 800, Alex.
What a douche.
For all of this user's post. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Wait, what's this other one? What is this one? Oh, you might have built the worst fraud program for Twitch. I don't think you realize how many streamers got permanently falsely banned because of your terribly made program. Oh, I realized, and not all were innocent. We just can't we just can't shame them and show the evidence. Data doesn't lie.
Oh, data doesn't lie. Oh, but you ban them permanently anyway. When you provide proof that you weren't frauding, you still permanently ban them.
But just like anything,
this guy that above wasn't even a VTuber and he got permanently banned for 3 years.
False positives, which we made good. Really? Is that why it took several years for members of FaZe Connect to get unbanned? Even though there was no fraud? Like, you guys in the audience are just gonna have to take my word for this one.
This is why humans have to look at things and do their fucking job, because sometimes AI or data has mistakes in it too. But good data can be misrepresented? Absolutely!
I'm gonna lay my reputation out on the line here. I'm gonna say FaZe Connect has never committed fraud.
Based.
Hopefully that doesn't age poorly. If you ever have committed fraud, it's outside my knowledge. But I'm going to say with reasonable certainty that because so many VTubers got banned for fraud at around the same time, for around the same types of reasons, that FaZe
I thought it was very weird.
Just got cut. So forgive me for not being particularly sympathetic towards you, Tarfu, but you are a fucking asshole, and your system was fucking dog shit.
Release the schizo rambling Pippa. I don't know. I don't buy it. Again, there's so many like little things. They banned Shondo. They banned Sarui. They banned a couple of other VTubers for showing hips. I think it was Lucy, Mega. I think they banned Shy Lily back in the day, like 2-3 years ago. Again, not permanently banned, but yeah. Just like a couple of people, like, yeah, Khan, Biko, like a lot of people have been banned before for small things, and it's like, I don't know, I just don't buy it. That was because of the Coochie pair? No, didn't she get banned for one of her debut models as well? I swear, maybe I'm wrong, it's been a while. I swear it was for her debut, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was someone else. Have you been banned, Alana? No, not yet. She tried to put a pear up her hooch. Yeah, in 3D. I do remember that. I know what you're talking about, where she shoved a pear up her hoo-ha, like jokingly, obviously, and it wasn't graphic or anything. It just was a pear, and it was a VR chat model, and she like shoved it through her model. It wasn't like actually graphic or anything, which is retarded, but like, I mean, whatever. Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, Mega was the one that got banned for debut. Yeah, and then Lucy as well, I'm pretty sure. And Camilla was not even on the screen. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I do think, genuinely, I know I've got my conspiracy hat on, but I do truly believe that there may be information coming out in the future if like Twitch gets exposed, or like the moderators like chats get leaked or something like that, or Twitch implodes and all this comes out. I think they have a bias against VTubers. I do think that. There's no way that all these like IRL streamers get away with so much shit and then they get slapped on the wrist, and then a VTuber talks about how much they love their community that stopped them from, you know, blowing themselves up in real life. It's encoded language, but you know what I mean? Like, I do think there's a bias. Why is there a bias? I don't fucking know. They just hate 2D VTubers, I guess. No clue. I wouldn't know. I'm not a stupid moderator with a power tripping fucking issue. I think banning on Twitch, if it's constant 1 to 2K viewers for one day, brings you more attention than cons. Yes and no, because you still lose all your income. The big thing about the big thing that people don't know about getting suspended on Twitch is that, you know how you usually have a subscription, right? Like you sign up for a subscription for a VTuber or anyone else, it stops their automatic resubscriptions, and that loses a lot of revenue and income for the streamer because people don't remember to resubscribe and they just kind of forget about it. It's a big deal. I know it might not seem like it, but it is. And it's really bad. And then you can't stream and you can't make content and it sucks. Like, it is what it is.
Fire, fire, fire,